Hey, my Taurus and Pisces babies, what's happening? How y'all doing? All right, so we are getting ready to do Taurus and Pisces sitting in a tree. Kissing. There you go. The song that I keep hearing for y'all is Never Can Say Goodbye. I don't know what the hell y'all got going on. What you doing, what you done. But I feel this going on. However that's resonating, I've already shuffled and cut the cards. A reminder, I do my cards straight up. I don't do reversals. So we're going to do the first 2 weeks, front and back end of your overall. Yeah, there's your tower. So I'm reading from Taurus's perspective. The tower, the empress, and your challenge is to deal with the misunderstandings. I'll be daggag. Yep. Six of wands, 6 of rods, whatever you're trying to call it. The hell, Taurus. What y'all really got going on? There's that ace. I saw the ace of swords when I was shuffling. So your November month will start tomorrow. We'll count that as week 1. And that's exactly what I'm feeling. Like y'all, like you're feeling like you've wasted your time. Taurus, that's your energy, Pentacles. And the energy that always kind of bounces back off of this card is one of style and no substance. So maybe, I'm just throwing it out there, there was a whole lot of puff up in the beginning about who had what, who could do what, and blah, da, 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 da. But at the end of it, it's all Taurus. I'm just saying, Pisces, don't get offended. I'm just reading what I'm seeing here. Yeah. Be ready to get rid of the shadows. That's what that's about. The sun, obviously. But Taurus, you're feeling like you need to get rid of whatever this is going on with y'all. There may be some codependency here. You're feeling that. And again, it's that feeling of, I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that. And you get to the meat and bones of it, ain't nobody got nothing. So the challenge with the Hermit, you're trying to seek your inner light, Taurus. And probably, as it relates to what's going on in your relationship, some hanky shit. Ooh, a lot of major energy, too. Let me just say this off the rip. I don't feel like y'all breaking up. I think everybody wants to nod their head. Yes, we are. But again, I guess that's why I kept hearing never can say goodbye. There's some life left in this relationship, if you will, Taurus. But there have been a lot of tumultuous things going on, from the pandemic to job changes to maybe kid responsibilities, maybe the parenting thing shifted if you got kids that don't live with you full time. At any rate, starting off on this first week with the 3 of Cups and the 6 of Cups, quite frankly, Taurus, you're just fucking disappointed. And with the 3 of Cups here, that tells me there is probably, most certainly, some outside influence. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that Pisces is fucking around with anybody, no, but there may be some influence there. So if you're a female Taurus dealing with a male Pisces may have baby mama drama. And that could be the thing that's causing the shake-up, the disappointments, something blocking you from getting to what you really want with your Pisces. And there's healing needed. Because Taurus, you just feeling ass out and butt hurt. Nobody said nothing to you. Nobody told you nothing. And again, doesn't feel like this is a sexual or an emotional infidelity. But the way a situation is playing out, it appears that way. And Pisces is trying to deal with this situation the best way they know how. But the person they're dealing with is just throwing all kind of shit at them. Be mindful of that. Because Pisces, while they may not be telling you much, Taurus, they're going through it. And they don't like what they're going through. Just have to put that where it is. With the Temperance on top of the Ace of Swords, it's again coming back to your challenge with the Hermit and the Six of Wands. It's about clearing up, because this is how you feeling, misunderstood, disrespected, and some more shit. It's about doing the reflective work that you need to do to make sure it ain't just you, Taurus. You know, it ain't you off the clock doing some crazy shit. But checking in with yourself, the Hermit. And then knowing there's going to be some things that are going to need to be healed with that. So the Temperance sitting on top of the Ace of Swords, telling you to slow down a bit, Taurus. Give this a second look, if you will, and bring some balance to the situation. Again, even the Temperance card is talking about recognizing the need to heal. At the end of this road, how can you pull the Chariot twice? That's major energy. So let me throw this up against the wall. For some of you in the Taurus Pisces pairing, y'all gonna call it quits. Dee-da, dee-da, dee-da. And it's not gonna be no big fanfare. I think all the big fanfare is going on now. So when you get to the fuck it, I'm out, some of you, this is where your reading will stop. Because you're done. You ain't trying to hear it. You don't want to hear it. And for some reason, this has an older feel. So I don't necessarily think I could be, but I don't necessarily think I'm talking to the 20-something crowd. So this is for those of you that have probably been in this pairing for a minute. And Taurus, fuck. You like, fuck it. Kiss my ass. Rolling out. I'm tired of feeling overwhelmed. I'm tired of helping you deal with this situation. I'm done. For others of you, you're feeling this, but you really want it to be successful. So you're going to hang on. It's just what the hell it is. You're going to hang on. But because this end is up, a lot of you may get to the door. Matter of fact, you might get to hitting the button to start the car up. You might get right to that point. However, there's some intervention. And I can just tell you, I feel there's some divine intervention that's going on. So I think those of you that need to stay in the relationship, you will, because you're not going to have the urge necessarily to get in the hoorah and be out. Those of you that know it's over, done, finished. We get to the second week. King of Pentacles sitting on the Five of Wands. I'm not going to even say may. This is just straight ass open conflict. Open conflict. Just straight ass fuck you and fuck you too type energy. But with the King sitting up here, Taurus, you're naturally going to want to bring some order to all of this. So as we flow into your second week, a lot of you are going to just sit down and put the law down, King of Pentacles, and you're going to slow everything down. For some of you, you may be feeling like the relationship that just took off, like you're on a roller coaster and all this shit is happening all of a sudden. And y'all like, I'm getting off the Ferris wheel. Y'all can keep going. So for some of you, there may be some open conflict going into your second week. Don't hold back, especially with that King sitting on top. Do not hold back. Say what you need to say so you can clear the air so the healing process can begin. And yeah, that's exactly what that is. Reaching destination. Some of you will reach, it's the World card, some of you will reach the destination you're trying to get to. However, you may have to ask for help. You may have to reach out to somebody to give you some bigger perspective on what's going on. Again, you're not that far away from the Chariot. So there may be some of you that'll just kind of keep going, but you're still not 100% sure. That Two of Pentacles is telling me you need to ask for some help. Now that the Six of Cups and Two of Pentacles are on the board, this is definitely a love situation. And I don't think it's, for many of you, I don't feel like it has run its course. I think this is just a hiccup in a relationship, big fat ass tower moment. And not too far in the future, things will settle down. Talking about completeness with the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords, dealing with the setbacks. So some of you, like I said, you're going to hang on, you're going to stay, but you're going to have to deal with, that Seven of Swords. People around you, people lying. And again, I think Pisces is just caught up. I know Pisces to be, I have Pisces as my moon sign. I know Pisces to be very emotional. And so, depending on whatever else Pisces may have in their chart, sometimes it's hard for them to say no, especially to people they care about. And again, baby mama, baby daddy energy is popping up. For some of you, this may not have anything to do with that end of it. It may have to do with a family member related to your Pisces, and they just acting a doggone fool and keeping up a whole lot of confusion. However, one of the things that I'm seeing and feeling on the board, Taurus, you need to stay balanced. Don't get out of balance. Letting go of illusions. Choices, regrets, staying cool with the King of Swords. Another tower down here in the fourth week. Strength card sitting on top of the Four of Swords. And Temperance is pulling the Two of Swords. So, Temperance up here, the Hermit. Temperance up here. Yeah, from the front end to the back. The two of Pentacles. Taurus, you need to do your best to stay in balance. That's going to help you keep a lid on yourself. If you are any parts out of balance, 10 parts emotion and 2 parts rational thinking, try your best to sidestep any major brouhahas outside of your relationship. So please try to not cuss the mom-in-law out, or the sister-in-law, or the brother-in-law, or whoever the in-law is. Just do your best to try to sidestep that. Again, looking at the Ace of Wands with the Lover's card, staying balanced with that Ace. And in that energy, because it is an Ace, there's a renewal of sorts. So you may decide to do something with your Pisces to try and get the relationship back on track. Again, your challenge with the Hermit is about clearing up any misunderstandings, doing any reflective work you need to do so you can keep moving forward, whether with or without your Pisces. The back end of that Lover's card is about letting go of illusions. Many of you may have thought whatever little situation is going on would never happen, or just not paying attention to the signs, hence all that up there, and now boom, here you are, and it's like, the fuck, how, what, do your best to stay balanced and let go of whatever illusions you had prior to said tower moments occurring. With the Nine of Wands sitting on top of the King of Swords, again, it's about seeking some advice. Let's get advice over there. This may be a difficult situation to deal with. Just put that out there. Talking about your choices and regrets. Some of you may regret certain things coming up in conversations. Some of you may regret things that have been done in the past. Hence why we're looking at dude's booty and not his face, that part. The same can be said for Pisces. They may be feeling regretful about not talking to you, Taurus. They may be regretful about some of the choices they've made regarding said situation, and now they're just kind of standing there with their little wand in their hand going, can I please, do you mind? When we get to the end of that third week, though, it's going to be about you, Taurus, remaining cool, remaining rational, and setting those boundaries, resetting them, if you will, on your relationship with the Emperor. It's about you bringing, the leadership, the stability back to the relationship. And again, setting those boundaries the way you want them set. The third or the fourth week, with the Tower and the Four of Pentacles, you will see where somebody was probably being overbearing. So at the end of all of this little tale, anything you don't know, by the end of the month, you will know. But this is about someone being overbearing. Not necessarily you, Taurus. I'm not picking that up. But maybe whoever this little third party energy is, maybe they were putting your Pisces up against the wall on some bullshit. And that in itself will create another Tower moment. This is not you directly, but you're going to watch what happens. A little eyeball up there at the top. Yeah, that part. You're going to see what happens and how Pisces responds to this situation. Now, it could be vice versa. Pisces, I might be talking about you, and Taurus is the one in the hot doo-doo. Either way, whoever, you're going to get a chance to see how your partner responds to said chaos and madness. Whomever this is they're dealing with, again, they feel like they're overbearing. And they feel like they're trying to push. It could be a mother, yours or theirs. At the middle of that week, the Four of Swords, definitely talking about playing the victim. And I don't think this is you, Taurus, again, but you may be hit with some of this, well, it happened, and I didn't know, and they didn't tell me. That kind of shit right there. That's going to require some additional strength. And again, I got the word balance on there. You're going to need to be balanced and grounded, Taurus, to deal with this situation. If you are flying off the handle at any point, the whole thing is just going to do just this, blow up in everybody's face. So don't think that you're untouchable, Taurus. If you're not handling this right, you're going to get your little hooves burnt. Just saying. So be mindful of that. At the end, with the Two of Swords sitting on top of Temperance, balance is going to come back, but there are changes. And there are going to be decisions that have to be made. For those of you trying to stay in your relationship, it's going to be about how are we going to handle kids or whatever situation differently. How are you going to respond to whatever little Tower moment differently? So at the end of the month, the relationship that you're in right now is not going to be the relationship you were trying to create at the end of the month. For those of you that stopped up there at the first row, said, fuck it, I'm out, keep your eyes open, because you included decisions to make. The Taurus Pisces pairing splits up. Taurus, there's another one on the way. I'm just saying. Pisces, I don't know. You got a lot on your plate. So if this does break up, you may not jump right back into another situation until you feel like this other situation, whatever that is resolved. So we got make room in your life for the new. Ask Scotty to beam you up. What I tell you, Taurus, sit back and watch. Sit back and watch. This Tower down here. Just sit back and watch. This is not easy energy, Taurus and Pisces. Not at all. So at some point you may need a drink. For those of you that spliff up, you might need a spliff. I'm just saying. However that's going for you. This is stressful energy. It's tedious. Because you don't want to break the whole damn China set trying to get one plate out the stack. That right there. So take your time. Go slow is written on at least half of these cards. And balance. And rebalance. Make sure Do what you need to do. That's where I'm at with that. Do what you need to do so you can relieve some of the stress off of you. And just because the shit is the way it is right now doesn't mean that's the way it has to be. So you need to, if you want to stay in this relationship, you need to make room for new things, new ideas, new approaches to how you deal with your relationship. For others of you that, like I said, are going to call it quits, make room for the new in your life too. That part right there. Okay, talisman. Into the unknown. There you go. Wide open. So, some of y'all got your fingers crossed. Some of you have your fingers crossed. That's what that's about. You got your fingers crossed because you really don't want this to be the end. You're your own talisman, Taurus. You. So if you want this to work that magic and make it happen. It's going to require some patience on your part, but you can do that. Into the unknown. Like I said, the beginning of the month is not going to be what you got at the end of the month, whether you stay with Pisces or you don't. So you are getting ready to step off. And for many of us, we're starting new chapters and new cycles. So you're getting ready to step off into something new. The page is blank. Remember that. And along with that is wide open. Wide open. Taurus, if you want this to work, you can use whatever creative little hoo-has you need to use. Where's my King of Swords? In creating boundaries, however you need to do that. However creative you need to be to do that. Feel free. Because that shit's wide open. Taurus and Pisces, I love you. I hope y'all have a good week. Talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.